Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Marie. Hey, Ravishing. So last night I watched My Little Pony: A New Generation, the movie that kicked off G5 of My Little Pony. I'd heard a lot of bad stuff about it. Or not necessarily bad stuff, but I like, hey, Kelly. I had heard that people didn't generally like it, but yeah, actually, it wasn't bad. That said, next I'll be starting in on the actual series, and that I think sort of disappointed a lot of people. Hi, Donna. There's that said, there was one joke fairly early on that had me like, fuck yes! Not even like a pony specific joke, although there actually was. Oh, but not even like a pony specific joke. Just there was a specific joke that could have been done like anything, like it could be done anywhere. Also, really good joke involving a movie poster. No, 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 I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil the joke that had me like, yes. But there was one very good joke involving a movie. You know, movie posters. I'll have like, you know, 4 stars, brilliant tour de force, and you know that sort of thing. They'll have like, you know, stars and quotes from reviews. You know, like the posters will have like review. Will show like little bits of reviews. So not a movie poster. 3 stars, very good. Which I found just brilliant. Like I just found that like just such a great gag. Just such a great visual gag. 3 stars. Very good. Like that's so good. The poster was for a movie called Judgment Nay. Instead of Judgment Day. You know, Terminator 2. Instead of Judgment Day, it was Judgment Nay, which is one of those jokes. It's like, fuck, all right. All right, I'll give you that one. Yeah. On the whole, the movie was better than I expected, but like I said, next up is going to be the series. So we shall see how that one goes. Hey, Kelface. In the meantime, I also finished. I did also finish my Melody and Karomi. Okay. Here. What, the pun? Judgment Nay is an Neaneigh. And Judgment Nay. Yeah. Yeah, I finished watching My Melody and Kuromi. Sadly, they don't kiss, although Kuromi pretty clearly wanted to. But got embarrassed because there were other people around. Your judgment may? No, judgment nay. As in the sound that horses make. Hey, Shelly. It's a horse pun. Yeah. It's a horse pun. But it's like, fine. I'll fucking give you that one. Especially when it's combined with 3 stars. Very good. The I don't have a cat. At present, I am catless. I know that makes sense. Hey, Banzi. Sometimes better to not have pets. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't have pets. No, not at present. Yeah, does one really feel comfortable having a pet where I'm living right now? Yappy dog beat your door all constantly. Can't really go up. I don't think it can handle the stairs, frankly. Hotel they're building in Las Vegas Strip. Hard Rock Hotel, and it's a gigantic guitar-shaped building. Sure, why not? It's Las Vegas, why not? They closed the original Hard Rock. Uh, Current dog is 100 pounds or more. Super friendly to humans, but scares the crap out of them. Yeah, I'd be scared. Actually, didn't the Hard Rock Cafe shut down? Like, didn't it go bankrupt? Sucks. I mean, that just describes Las Vegas right there. Eggs is dying. Super weird to build that hotel, and it looks hideous. Suppose Hard Rock Cafe shut down a lot of places. I suppose Vegas would be struggling because I mean, online gambling. Online gambling would really cut into Vegas because everyone's got casinos right on their phones now. And like shit, and they're like, not just that, but they've got their phones constantly. They've got ads constantly fucking encouraging them to do online gambling to like a disgusting degree. No idea. They turned down the Mirage or tore down the Mirage. Sorry, what? Sorry, I went to Wikipedia to look up Hard Rock Cafe, and today's featured article: the Big Duck. Well, okay. Lindsay's looking mangled. Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas. Bad Night Donuts. Oh. Well, that's okay, Banzi. Bruce Vegas. Strip is 6 miles long. You can see this guitar from anywhere. I mean, it's pretty big. But I have a question. Are they not going to add the neck of the guitar? Like, come on. Just the butt. The body. Yeah, they got the body of the guitar, but no neck. How are you going to play it? Well, another year. They're not nearly done. Now, does that mean they are going to add the neck? Because I don't know. I feel like you got to add the neck. Adding it. Okay, nice. It's going to be a blue beam of light all the way into the sky. For them to complete. I mean, that part feels a little unnecessary, but whatever. The aliens will see it. And aliens will see it and be like, yeah, I could drop some money at the craps table. I do think gambling was better when you had to actually like go to a casino. Before you could do it on your phone. And when you couldn't gamble on natural disasters or apparently fucking cancer patients. In case of the floating space Tesla. If I go back to Vegas, it'll be to see the Eagles at the Sphere. So I guess I'm never going back. Because yeah, that fucking Kalshi gambling app. Apparently, they're planning on bringing in a thing where you can bet on the lives of cancer patients, which is like shut them down. Shut them down and throw them in prison. Like legitimately, as soon as they floated that idea, like as soon as anyone stated that idea publicly, everyone at the top of at the top of that company should have been immediately arrested and thrown in jail. Rocky Horror Picture Show starts beginning of next year at the Sphere. Saw a headline last night, I think it was the musical director. I think it was the musical director of a production of the Rocky Horror Show. Uh, faked a bunch of threats. Like in an effort to get the show shut down. Because she didn't want to deal with backstage drama anymore. Which like that's why it's like, okay. I understand now. You know, like the first part of that, like director calls in fake threats. Ooh, oh, that's pretty shitty. To get it because she didn't want to deal with drama. All right, fair enough. She could, like basically like all the comments were from theater kids going like, you know what? No, that is the most theater kid ever. That is the most theater kid thing ever. The stage for the bands at the Sphere is tiny. But like all the theater people were like, you know what? I understand. That absolutely tracks. Every theater kid goes going like, no, that makes sense. Oh, also last night I saw maybe the wildest fucking video. It's from 2015. some schools cheerleading troupe did a cast Uncle Rocky Horror went to my daughter's casino. She is entertainment manager. Spending that antiquing money, I guess. Because the guy who played Rocky in the original Rocky Horror Picture Show, he left show business entirely. He like what was it that he does now? Yeah, antiques dealer. Dude's an antiques dealer now. Well, he's 80, so he's probably retired now. Anyway, yeah, he's the antique. Yeah. So yeah, saw videos. High school cheer. There's like some cheerleading group did a recreation of 9/11 set to fucking Enya. Yeah, like I said, it was back in 2015. Uh, this so they started out like the video just surfaced. Started off, they were doing a routine to American Woman, which it should be said noted is not a patriotic song. It's an anti-Vietnam War protest song. And done by Canadians. So yes, they started off. They were doing a routine to American Woman, whatever, and then the music stops and and it goes into fucking Enya. Only Time, which is a nice song. It's a nice song, but like, shit, you couldn't at least do fucking Sarah McLachlan. They couldn't at least have done Sarah McLachlan. I will remember you. Or is that only a Canada thing? In the U.S. Is Memorial Day and Remembrance Day? Are they like? Do you get fucking? That's for pets. It's your like Remembrance Day and Memorial Day shit. You don't have Sarah McLachlan playing. Because up here, every Remembrance Day, We gotta listen to Sarah McLachlan. Anyway, so yeah, so this cheerleading starts into Enya, only time. But over top of that is George Bush's speech from 9/11. You know, the speech he gave later that day or that night. And then like you got group of students over here sort of form the Twin Towers, and then a couple groups of students sort of create a plane and sort of crash the planes. You know, crash planes into the towers, and then they all collapse, and then another group over here. Yeah, in the Arms of an Angel, I think is the pet one. There's a different one that's for Remembrance Day. Anyway, and then like over there is another group of students sort of kneeling down, arms length. Pretty sure it's supposed to be the Pentagon. Comments suggest that it's supposed to be the Pentagon. What was weird is that there were only four of them. Four kids forming the Pentagon. Weird. And then girl just sort of like cartwheels over and then sort of falls into the Pentagon. And then another girl just sort of cartwheels and falls down. It's supposed to be, you know, that plane that didn't hit anything where the passengers crashed it. And it was so fucking weird. It was just a cheerleading memorial to fucking 9/11. Like, what the fuck? And people applauded. That's why people actually applauded it. It's like, how is your reaction anything other than just stunned silence and what the fuck? Like the only appropriate reaction is, what the fuck are you doing? One of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Yeah, it was just such a baffling choice. Did that end up in your algorithm? So there's, somebody found it as on Blue Sky. Actually, somebody on Blue Sky is somebody I follow retweeted somebody who said that they found the video because like apparently like again this is 2015, so there was an article about it way back then, way back when it happened, and somebody found the video and posted it on Blue Sky, and that got reposted by somebody that I follow. Just looking for it here. Yeah, the article back the headline back in 10 years ago. 9/11 cheerleading reenactment leaves local community shocked. And then someone named C Sketch found the video. Yeah, not going to be very good quality here, but yeah. Yeah.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices, secretaries, businessmen, women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and quiet, unyielding anger. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed.
Oh, Florida. It's Florida, Uncle Buck. It was, in fact, fucking Florida. Just fucking, of course, it's goddamn Florida. God, it's just. No one involved at any point in that was like, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe this isn't the best way to memorialize a tragedy. Maybe cheerleading routines aren't how you memorialize a tragedy, Wasn't Jeb governor at the time? 2015, no. Or was he? No. Was he governor 2015? Hey, Brooke. The cartwheel grand finale. Well, that wasn't the grand finale. That was just where I stopped the video. Yeah, no, he was governor until 2007. So Bush, Jeb, so Jeb had left office by that point. Jeb, please clap. Yeah, it did continue on a little bit after that. They sort of like. They kind of sort of like formed back up into two towers with two of the with like the two cheerleaders being held up, sort of grasping hands. But I cut off like after the cartwheeler for flight, whatever the flight 93 was. It flight 93, the one that crashed in Pennsylvania or whatever it was. So yeah, the cartwheeler was that person, was that flight. Three versions, but you need to find the kazoo kid. The kazoo kid for what? Yeah.
I like to sing. Fun, 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 fun. I like to have fun, 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 fun. I like to sing, dance, pretend, and kazoo. Just kazoo it.
All right.
Have you ever thought about what would happen if you
What is a what, Uncle Buck? You're not a kazoo fan, Uncle Buck? Well, maybe kazoo isn't a fan of you either. Not appreciating the brilliant artistry of a kazoo. Not appreciating the beautiful artistry of me killing a fruit fly. As a former flutist, why would I? Come on. Kazoos are great. At a child's birthday party where I am not attending. I'm gonna get more water. Yeah, while I'm at it, there's a little bit of hair that I really need to fucking cut off. Give me 1 second. That's better. Need to do a little bit more beard trimming soon. And yes, good job, Uncle Buck, reminding Uncle Buck. Since we don't have a buttercup today. Because you're up going pee. Ah. Kazoo Kid Trap Remix. Feel like I might actually be okay not hearing that one. Chicken. And I'm just not generally a fan of trap music. It's funny, not good. Well, even so. I'm actually watching about half an hour. When the Tylenol starts to make her a little bit loopy. It's one way to get you. That's what I haven't reopened yet. Patreon. I accidentally closed my browser, which means all my tabs closed as well. So I was trying to remember what tabs I had open. I know it sucks. I hate it when I do that. I hate when that happens. You're easy. Another nickname I had in high school. The other day I learned something about Cyberpunk that I wish I'd known. There's a specific mission. Like after you do it, you can go back to the location where it took place. And I thought I had. I could have sworn that I had, but apparently I didn't. But since I've already recorded everything, Too late now. It was the kazoo kid. The kazoo kid scared him, scared everyone off. Anywho. Anything else going on like we're talking about? I think it's 3, 2, 1. I think it's time we blow this thing. Get everybody in the step together. Okay, 3, 2, 1. The champ. Sorry. Rained again. Chris to play the Fertel. Did see Perez Hilton had a total fucking breakdown. Surprised Strawberries didn't pop in to ask me about it. Yeah, I just saw something about it on Twitter. But yeah, it looks like you might have been trying to No. No, I don't like Perez Hilton. No, I do not like him. He's I don't know. He just seems douchey. Sensationalistic and just yeah. Also, I'm not a fan of outing people against their wishes. Even shitty people. I was pretty sure I know the answer to this one too. Yeah, Howard Stern's an asshole. Howard Stern is notoriously an asshole. He's done some really shitty things. But yeah, Perez Hilton sort of made a name for himself, sort of outing celebrities. And it's like, I don't think that's okay. Even shitty like even if it's like a shitty politician who's pushing anti-gay policies, I still don't think it's okay to out them. You know, their policies aren't shit because they're gay. Their policies are shit because they're assholes. And celebrities, you know, I think we care too much about the personal lives of celebrities. Is an interview with the daughter from Different Strokes? No. Who, Howard or Perez? Because I never listened to either of them. Never watched or listened to either of them. Weirdly, I did happen to pick up Howard Stern's autobiography at a yard sale once. I don't even know why I picked that one up. Like genuinely, I didn't actually know who Howard Stern was at that point. I don't know, like, yeah, sure, I'll try this one. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'll check this. I'll check this book out. I'll check this autobiography out. Horrible. Oh, I can imagine. He made misogyny a key part of his character. And seemed to be a key part of his personality as well. Decided after that, not don't know how long. He was an addict. As so many in Hollywood, as so many in the entertainment industry are. Because they got access, they got money, they got a lot of pressure. Open children, yep. Yeah, a lot of people who become stars as kids end up being deeply fucked up by it. That's why I confess to not having a huge issue with like 20 somethings playing high schoolers. It's better than having actual fucking high schoolers getting caught up in the industry. Too many badums in entertainment industry. Too many people who are not looking out for kids. Damn, let Akira having it burned out. I'm burning over 7 years. I forget how to charge and what type of bulb it takes. You know, like there are exceptions. There are people who do really go out of their way to look after young co-stars. Married with Children. Ed, what's his name? The guy who played Al and Katie Seagal were both like, apparently like both like really, really protective of the two kids. Also, I think the dad from Malcolm in the Middle, I'm pretty sure I read, was like really good about that. Really good about being protective of the kids on that show. What was your favorite? I definitely had a crush on the daughter, but can you blame me? Can you blame me? Every straight dude had a crush on her. Kelly, yeah. Every straight dude had a crush on her. Christina Applegate, yeah. Yeah, she was one of the biggest sex symbols of that time. And then she just kind of largely disappeared for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of why she disappeared for a while. Yeah, especially she did stick around. She had a sitcom of her own that lasted a couple years. She's on Friends for a year. Couple other short-lived shows. She had breast cancer. Yeah, she just sort of. Aside from Anchorman, um, it did seem like she has. It does seem like she hasn't had any really big success since Married with Children. She's had shows, she's had movies, she's done things here and there, but nothing on that level. That said, yes, she did have breast cancer, and now she's got multiple sclerosis, of course. Huh. Animated revival of Married with Children? What? So apparently she has fully retired and is ready for death. She even bought a burial plot, apparently. Ed O'Neill, that was the guy. And apparently the animated maybe this was things like apparently the animated Married with Children thing did get scrapped. Very well. Yeah. Don't tell mom the babysitter is dead. Yep. Mom's friend is coming for lunch today. Nice, nice. I've never seen it. Dishes are done, dude. I am gonna go pee. Back in a minute. Hey, attendees. I mean, there is no prize, so the prize is internet points. What does trivia do? It's a sweetener. Trivia is actually just a sweetener. So that is -1 point for Uncle Buck. And Buttercup. Or man, Uncle Buck. Already down a point, and we haven't even gotten to the trivia yet. You're going to be going into Sunday with negative points. Uphill battle for you. Okay, awesome. Actually, don't you usually do pretty mediocre at I thought you were usually middling. I suppose it depends on the categories. I don't know the subject, I joke. Yeah. Shall we bet on who wins? Do it on Kalshi? Fuck Kalshi. And no betting on who wins because we're not tracking points. I'm not tracking the points. Let's track the points. Like whose line the points don't matter exactly. Will there be a theme? The theme will be whatever topics we decide on. The theme will be your mom. When I got a certificate, you trying to tell me you wouldn't hang that up on the fridge? I don't have anything to hang it up with. Movies, general knowledge. Jizz. Like the Star Wars musical genre, like that musical genre from Star Wars, like that, Uncle Buck. We could do yeah, we could do something like that. I don't know that there's enough jizz in Star Wars to fill an entire category. Like they've got that one band in first movie at the cantina. But I don't know that there's any more jizz in Star Wars. So I don't know if it could be a full category. But music of Star Wars. Yeah, music of Star Wars might work. Do I like moths? Not particularly, no. Topic of the AVN Awards. Oh, you're talking about hanging the certificate on it. That's what you meant. I don't think we'll be doing the AVN Awards. Even if it would be interesting to see which of my viewers are porn experts. Razzies? Yeah. The Razzies are the award. Yeah, we can do Razzies. We can do a category on the Razzies. That'd be a good one. Maybe. It's Adult Video Network or something like that. I think Adult Video Network. Yeah. The AVN Awards are porn awards. So yeah, it would be interesting to see which of my viewers have a deep knowledge base of porn. You have one of those for fluffing? It's important to have a fluffer. Fluffing's the soul of it. Think they give awards for best fluffer? Elizabeth must have shown up at Shell Shells yet. From what I understand, making porn is actually pretty tedious and annoying. I'll think. 21 right now. But, you know, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. I know a guy that became a star after high school. Neat. Was it Ron Jeremy? Or James Dean? Or uh, I feel like there's one other male porn star I know the name of, but I've forgotten it. Pretty sure it starts with an O. I think. Maybe. John Holmes. I might have heard of him. I might have heard of John Holmes. I think maybe. Gray. It's something Gray. I don't think it's Oscar Gray. He was very famous. Yeah. It's gonna bug me until I look until I get the name. Owen Gray. That's the guy. Owen Gray is the other male porn star I've heard of. Daniel Larson is free. Don't know that name. Truth be told, I don't really pay that much attention to porn star names. Especially when they're all scrambled up on the TV. Exactly. I'm a fan of amateur porn. Less performative and shit, you know? What happened at Tasteful Late Night Movies with Nudity? Good old Bleu Nuit. No, Debbie Does Dallas. Never watched that one now. Good old Bleu Nuit. There's a French channel that Friday nights, I think. Feel like it was Friday nights. Might have been something else. At like midnight, would have like softcore porn. It was softcore shirt. It was softcore shit. But you know, it was 90s. Made do with what you had. And that meant French softcore. Bleu Nuit. And I believe Showcase as well up here also had one night a week where it would have some softcore shit. Of varying artistic quality. Some of it was like, some was attempting to be a legitimate film. Some was like attempting to be like legitimate movies. With any, does that mean blue balls? Blue night means blue night. Nuit. Nuit is night. Yeah, so it was like legitimate shit. With the porny elements, the sex stuff just meant to for artistic purposes. And some of it was just, softcore shit trying to, with a veneer of artisanship to pretend it wasn't what it was. Anyway. Knockoff versions of movies make me cringe like The Sexorcist. At least The Sexorcist goes with the pun name. The worst is like not the blank or blank a XXX parody. Yeah. Avengers, a XXX parody. Where's the fucking pun? Where's the goddamn pun name? Fuckers. Anyway, that'll do for tonight. See you all tomorrow. Good night.